guys, and welcome to another edition of Gifted Monkey TV, all things toy and toy related. I'm your host, Jordan Preston. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at an action figure from Mattel based on the hit movie, Batman v Superman, that's sure to have you make a choice for who you want in your collection. Respect the monkey! And here we are, guys, keeping with the promise of the awesomeness. Santa Claus Preston has brought you a first look at the Mattel 12-inch action figure of armored Batman from the movie Batman v Superman. Now, I don't know when you're watching this, but right now as we're shooting this, it's actually December 30th, 2015, getting ready to turn to 2016. And Batman v Superman hasn't even been out yet. Comes out in March 2016. So these toys are early release and right after Christmas. So this is a gift I'm showing to you guys. Hopefully you appreciate it and check it out. Look at this right here. This is the 12-inch version of the Batman v Superman Armored Batman. Let's take a look at this box. Now, before we get deeply into this box, there's a little setup on this. There's some nice things going on, which are some landmarks for Mattel, the company. First off, this is the first time we're seeing Mattel introduce a new version of one of their toy lines, which is called DC Multiverse. And the DC Multiverse, it says on the back here, DC Multiverse figures are inspired by comic-based character-rich entertainment sources, such as movies and video games. These figures are meticulously designed to truly be authentic, celebrating the many universe and entertaining DC Comics material. Now that's a new twist for Mattel to do that. They usually just brought out the figures and that was it, based on the comic books. But now they're expanding and diversifying their brand. That's really great. Also, this is a 12-inch figure. Now, full disclosure, the Batman v Superman figure line from Mattel is coming out with 3 or 4 different sizes. They have the 12-inch, they have the 7 to 8-inch ones, and then they have the slightly smaller 6 to 7-inch ones. And they even have some smaller ones that go with the Mattel Batmobiles I saw also. These figures just came out in Toys R Us today, so I'm excited, and I don't know what to expect. I haven't taken them out the box or anything yet, so we're all learning about this at the time we're watching this. But let's take a look at this box. On the front, we see an actual picture of Ben Affleck Batman in his armored gear with the light-up eyes. We see the DC Direct logo over here with the little slight page turn as DC Direct logo has on it. We see Batman versus Superman Batman, the logo of the movie right there. Ages 3 and up. Uh-oh, I guess I got the up part. And then we see the Batman right in here, cased in here. As we turn to the side, we see it says DC Multiverse. Batman logo down here, Batman versus Superman. In the back, if you want to read this yourself, you can see that new description they have describing the DC Comics Multiverse brand that they're releasing right now, along with this premiere showing of the DC figures here with this line from the Batman v Superman movie. We see also we're going to get Superman. We see Batman that we have on. And we see Wonder Woman is coming in 12-inch form too. And then we see a full shot of the actual figure. On this side, we see another Ben Affleck shot. We see Batman v Superman Batman. And down here it tells a brief description of the story of Batman v Superman, how Bruce Wayne notices a new alien coming to town that can cause harm to the world, and in his fear to protect his city and the world, he takes on the challenge of taking on Superman. And it just says all that type of stuff right in there. Very nice. Now this is a quick shot because it's a simple figure with very little accessories, so let's get right into the figure. And just a little notice of the inside of the box. They give you a little like a schematic here of the planet with the lines going through. Very cool, nice bright orange and yellow motif. Very nice, so just want to show you that. Let's take a look at this figure. This figure is exceptionally light. You can hold it with one finger. It's like a hollowed out rotocast plastic almost is what it feels like. It looks pretty good though. If you looked at it from a distance, you would think it has some heft to it, but it's very light. Let's go over the articulation, then we'll talk about the actual figure. Batman's head can rotate to side to side. There is no up and down on him, just side to side. Shoulders go up about this much. You get a full rotation on the shoulder rotary cuff, full rotation on both sides. Arm goes up about that much, can turn in, can swivel in. Same with the left, can swivel in, swivel out. You do get a waist turn, full 360 waist turn. No ab crunch at all. Nice bend up on the thigh, right there knee, not double jointed, just about that far it'll go. Same with the left, about that high, that far. No movement on the feet. The feet move not. The feet are a solid piece. I get the feeling, as you guys are probably getting around, this is basically a toy for the kids. And you got to understand, Mattel must walk a fine line between having actual toy that kids can buy and play with, and mothers and parents can buy for their kids, because that's how they make their bread and butter. At the end of the day, Mattel is a toy company, and they want to make it good enough that fans, actual fans and adult collectors might want to get invested and buy a few of these too, which is like I did. So let's take a look at the figure. Figure has nice detailing. All the detail is etched in the sculpting. There's no parts that stick out really, other than this garrison belt that Batman has going across his chest, and the utility belt. It has slight little gold painting brush strokes on it to indicate that yellow of the utility belt. The face is really well done. You can see a little Ben Affleck in that, but once again, this is a toy, so it's not gonna be a Hot Toys. So you're gonna see Ben Affleck a little bit in there based on the movie. You see the nice white eyes. I like that they did that. This is a nice solid piece though. The hands get a little bit of rotation too. I didn't mention that. You can turn the hands at the wrist all the way around like that. So there's full rotation, but there is no swivel in and out of the wrist. They just turn around, full rotation. Nice how they have the gauntlets. Little gold brush on the gauntlets. And he's all etched up. He's kind of dry brushed to give him that worn feeling, like this is not his first rodeo in this armor, or he's been fighting Superman already when this armor's been on. And it's got little dents and dings in it and scratched up and brush strokes all over it. You can also gap his legs about that much, get a little Van Damme split. It's a basic toy. Nice right here. Nice look on the feet. They got some nice looks on the feet right there. There's very good detail on the sculpting. They did a really good job on the sculpting. Nice job on the sculpting. You see the cape? The cape is like a it's a material, but it looks leather-ish. It's a cheap type of material, but it's not see-through cloth. So it almost feels leatherish, but not. It has the minimal scallop, a bare minimal scallop on the bottom, like the new Batman in the movie does not have a scalloped cape like the other Batman we come to know in the other renditions of Batman. Got a nice little cut right here of hard plastic, and the cape comes right out from under that, which is good for playability for the kids. The cape won't rip that much. And it makes a good presentation. You can't really tell because there's a nice little dimension there. Once again, you see these worn brush strokes all around the back of the armor. Very good. I like that this is a 12-inch thing. That's pretty good. That's pretty good that they decided to make a 12-inch thing with Mattel. Usually they don't do that many 12-inch figures, even with the figures of the movies. So that's pretty good. And that's pretty much the articulation of him. And once again, we take a turn around and look at that detail. They really did some nice detailed etching within the plastic. Even though it is just a hollowed out kind of like plastic figure, they did nice detail. If you were looking at this figure from a distance, it would look like it has some heft to it. And it looked like it has really more than what it is. He's harking back to like the big movies, masterpiece size ones that they used to do for Batman Begins and The Dark Knight figures Mattel used to do for that back in the day, a 12-inch version. Nice. That cape drape's very nice too. And there we are, guys. Well, I hope you like this look at this Batman. This is you know what? This is a cool looking Batman. If you look at him right now and you were coming into a room right now looking at him from this distance, you would think that that's a cold looking, a good looking figure, right? It's a little light, and it's like parts of it feel rotocast, but look at the quality of the sculpting is really right on. Mattel did a great detailed job on this. This figure will run you about $29 in Toys R Us. They're coming out right now. I think today was the first day they came out, and they have Wonder Woman, Superman, and Aquaman. I saw Aquaman, but the smaller version. I don't know if they're not making a 12-inch Aquaman, but smaller versions, 6-inch Aquaman. They already had released. Believe it? Spoiler alert. This is a good figure. I think this figure is very nice. Look at this badass pose he's in right now. This is fantastic. He has great posability. Should you get him? I tell you, yes. Why? Two reasons. One is this is this is the first wave of an iconic film. If that film is good or bad, it's still going to be an iconic, money-making, history-making film. Batman and Superman, the first time in a movie ever. So it's iconic. It would be a watermark for your collection as years go by. As an investor and a collector, it'd be a good thing to have a lot of different versions and a lot of different mediums from that movie that come out. So even if you ordered the Hot Toys, which went on pre-order a week ago, and you have that coming, get this too, because you painters and you guys that sculpt paint, you can take and really mess this thing around and make it look fantastic and put some pieces on it and do stuff, make it really look top notch for your display case. And at $29 price point, you're not going to cry about messing around with it that much. Also, if you have children and you ordered the Hot Toys, give this one to the kids when you finish opening and playing with it, viewing it, and messing around with it, and let them play with it. It's a good figure to have. I think Mattel hit it out of the park with this, with the sculpting and everything. It looks great. Write down below and let me know what you think. These should be hitting Toys R Us, Target, and Walmart anytime now. Check it out and go get it. I hope you like our look at our Batman and our Batman v Superman armored up Batman. It looks good. Right down below, let me know. Do you want them? Do you like them? Do you like the movie coming out? Are you going to get any of these toys coming out, or are you just going to get the Hot Toy stuff? Let me know. Thanks for looking at us. Remember, collecting toys, even a 12-inch Batman v Superman armored version from Mattel can be as fun as a barrel of monkeys. But respect the monkey. Play nice. See you later, guys.